Kadosh Boker Or, I wanted to share with you the greatness of this month, of the month of Nisan. We just started yesterday, Baruch Hashem, Rosh Hodesh, and we were zocheh during this month of coming out from the darkness to the light, from subjugation to what we call redemption. And we just wanted to mention a few different halachot with regarding to this month. It says in the Torah, "Vayomer Hashem Moshe ve'Aaron beretz Mitzrayim lemor, hachodesh hazeh lachem rosh chodashim rishon lachem v'chodshei hashana." The Ramban Nachmanides, he comes and he says the mitzvah is coming to teach you that even though at the beginning of the year in the Chodesh Tishri, HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes and says that we were going to come out of Mitzrayim, right? HaKadosh Baruch Hu commanded during the time of Yetziat Mitzrayim to count to the month of Nisan. The Chodesh Rishon is always Nisan, and that's what we always count. The first month, second month, third month, always from Nisan. And the reason why is Kedesh Yezeh Zikaron L'Nes HaGadol, to remember the great miracle that happened. The what? Because every time that we remember the months, we remember the miracle that Hashem did. And therefore, that's why in the Torah, there's no name to the month. Meaning the name Nisan is not brought down in the Torah. It's a Chodesh Rishon, the first month, second month, third month. It's not brought down the names. And that's why it says, B'Chodesh HaShlishi, in the third month, which is Sivan, we got the Torah. Let's say the name of the month, right? And just like when we're talking about Shabbatot, when you want to say Sunday, right? Or Monday, Tuesday, Echad b'Shabbat, Sheni b'Shabbat, Shlishi b'Shabbat, the third day of the week, fourth day, but it's from Shabbat. You're always trying to remember the cause. Why? To come and to remember the miracle. So the Khatam Sofer brings down that there's bet ma'alot. There's two good things in the month of Nisan. Rosh Chodashim, v'Rishon lechodshei hashana. It's Rosh Chodashim, the head of the months. It's Chashuv. All the entire world was created for this month, the month of Yetziat Mitzrayim, which is when, right, the beginning of the Matan Torah, that we were commanded on Korban Pesach, and that's why it's called Rosh Chodashim, Rishon lechodshei hashana. Rosh v'Rishon, the beginning. And then we have also that at the end of the day, it's, right, the concept of Rishon lechodshei hashana. So it's brought down when we're talking about the Kiddusha of this month, it's actually brought down every single day of the month is Shaveh b'ma'alato k'dushato Rosh Chodesh. Meaning every day, today is the second day of the month. Today's like Rosh Chodesh, just like we know Rosh Chodesh is very special. It's a special day. Today's Rosh Chodesh, every day. Gimel, it's Shabbat, but it's like Rosh Chodesh. Dalet, hey, every day of the month, it's like Rosh Chodesh. And the smach, the proof to this is when we say Chodesh hazeh lachem Rosh Chodashim, which means that every day of this Chodesh is to you like a Rosh Chodesh, right? Also, the tzaddikim come and they speak about the greatness of the month. When it says Bechad ben Nisan, is Rosh Hashanah to the kings and to the regalim, meaning we're always going to count for the kings, right? From this month, you have a king that he became king in Adar. On the first of Nisan, that's when he was already fulfilled 1 year. Okay, so he says that's already Rosh Hashanah to start counting the next time. And also Regalim, Shalosh Regalim, always starts from Pesach. Pesach, Shavuot, Sukkot. Pesach, Shavuot, Sukkot. Now, when you want more, when we're explaining the Chodesh Nisan, this is the Chodesh that we're always looking forward to Yeshua, to salvations. So we once heard a beautiful explanation from Rav David Abu Chatzira from Nahariya, that he actually says, right, the Chodeshim, they're makifim in Chodesh Nisan. They're also Chodesh of Adar and Iyar. Meaning, what are the months which surround Nisan? The month before Nisan is Adar. The month afterwards is Iyar. We know that Adar is Rashet Tevot, Ani Hashem Rofecha, right? And that's Ani, Daled, right, is Hashem, right? And Rofecha, right? When it says also Iyar, it's the same thing. Ani Hashem Rofecha. So therefore, you have both of them. I and Hashem, your cure, your healer. The Yerach Nisan, the month of Nisan, has the numerical value of Ani Hashem Rofecha. Yerach Nisan, right? The month of Nisan. So he says, Chushbena Dedin ki Chushbena Dedin, which means that now we know this within the month in itself, you already have the Yeshuot, the salvations, which are surrounding it. The entire concept of Refuah, whether it's the month before, which is in Adar, the month afterwards in Iyar, it's surrounding the month of Nisan. To do with Parashat HaChodesh, we come and we start speaking about we come and we speak about opening up, whether we're the ears, right, the eyes, the heart, everything. The Kedusha. And that's why the Sfarim HaKadoshim say that the 4 parashiot are read before Pesach. They're opposite, they're parallel to the 4 parashiot of the Tefillin. Which means the Tefillin, they have on the top, they have 4 boxes. In the hand, it's 1 box of all 4 parashiot. In the head, there are 4 different boxes. That's why there's the Tefillin are made such a way. In the 4 Tefillin, in the 4 parashiot, you have Kadesh lichol bechol vayaki vecha, and Shema, which is ve'avta et Hashem lokecha, and vayayim shamua. Okay, it comes out Parashat HaChodesh is the last one, which is vayayim shamua. Why? The kriya, the reading of HaChodesh Lachem is misugelet to hearing and to opening up the hearts, opening up of our hearts. So he comes and he says, right? He says, u'meidach, and on the other hand, though, when we're talking about now, right, when Rabbi Elazar ben Arach came and all of a sudden his heart became closed, he was not able to learn anymore. And that's why instead of saying HaChodesh Hazeh Lachem, he said Acheresh Haya Libam, right, which means his heart couldn't see it anymore. Okay? And therefore the rabbis come and they say that we have to strengthen ourselves in emunah in this month, right? Because the Chodesh is milashon chidush, to renew ourselves, to rejuvenate ourselves. Okay? And therefore we have to actually come, right, and pay attention to everything which is happening. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is renewing the entire world. Maaseh Bereshit, every moment he's renewing the essence of the world. And therefore there's another, and it says, lachem. What is lachem? A person has to sanctify himself, even in things which is devar reshut, even things which are mundane, which are not a mitzvah. So we have to think that everything that we're doing, even if it's whatever it is, we're doing it for mitzvah, for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And therefore the word of milachem becomes melech. The word that it's something for you personally, not for Hashem, it becomes a melech. We have to actually come and take everything that, even though it's personal, make it that we're doing it for a king. We're doing it, right, for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Right? The first halacha in the month of Nisan is going to be Birkat Hailanot. And the Gemara says in Masechet Rosh Hashanah, somebody that goes out in the days of Nisan and he sees the trees which are blossoming, he says a beracha. What's a beracha? Baruch Sheloch Yisrael Ba'olamo Kelum. Baruch Hashem, you didn't lack in the world nada, nothing. And he made beautiful, whether it's creations, right, beautiful trees, in order that people should benefit. Now, even though this beracha is beracha of a shevach, of praising HaKadosh Baruch Hu on the beautiful trees which come out in the spring, we have to learn musar and the way to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That on every single Jew, he always has to be in a matzav, he has to be in a reality or in a situation that he's always sprouting forth in Avodah Hashem. Right? Not to come and, he's tired and he's mitzat Hashem, just do it the way that you're like a robot. No. You have to do it. And therefore the Baal Shem Tov said, what does it mean, al tashricheni litzikna? David HaMelech was coming and saying, don't abandon me at the days of my elderly. Which means that I always don't abandon me, that I'm going to be mushach, I'm going to be like thrown away to matzav ruchani of et zikna, that I'm already like old. The opposite. I always want to be chadesh kanesh neuraichi, right? Which means that I always want to be like rejuvenating myself. It doesn't matter in the age. Depends what your outlook, your perspective, how you're doing. A person could be 80, 90, and 100 years old and he's young. Why is he young? Because he's always going, he's always moving, he's always blossoming. And that's the explanation of the beracha, because when we come and we look at the ilanot, just like a tree comes, and a tree could be hundreds of years old, and it comes and it blossoms forth again. That's when we come and we have to also do the exact same thing. We're going to also speak about another beautiful concept, which is, right, of the Chodesh, also in Birkat Hailanot, when we say Sheloch Yisrael Ba'olamo Davar, he didn't make anything lack in this world. What can we learn from this exactly? So he says that from Birkat Hailanot, right, we bring down also Parashat HaNisim. Every single morning we come and we read Parashat HaNisim, the princes of the tribes, because the Mishkan was inaugurated on Rosh Hodesh Nisan, even though it was, it was finished on Kafei Kislev on Chanukah, but it was only inaugurated on Rosh Hodesh Nisan, and every single day one of the tribes came and the princes of the tribes brought a sacrifice. What's the connection between them? The Tana of Eliyahu Navi Zechulotov said, Panaya Uvai, says, what my children, my beloved children, what is there anything that I'm not asking you? He says, what am I asking from you? Ela shetiyu oavim ze et ze. I want you guys to love each other. I want you guys to respect each other. I want you to fear each other. Just like a mashal, when a person comes, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes and he gives them children. However, though, the children, right, when they need each other, they're always fighting with each other. So the person, he's always, at the end of the day, he's happy, he's got good children, but they're always fighting with each other. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes and he tells us, Lochi said, what, am I actually coming and what's going on exactly? So HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes and he says to Yisrael, Lo chasad mekem klum. All I want is that you guys should be good to each other. Shalo derech hatovim atov letiv. Good people, they do good to other people. And therefore, I'm suffering in the fact that I come and I see you guys are not happy, right? But rather, you guys, each one, you're coming, you're trying to fight with each other. So therefore, in Parashat Nisim, we actually learn this exact same thing. Why? We have to respect each other. Because it's actually brought down in Tanen bin Suar, he gave to the Nisim that everyone should bring the exact same sacrifice. Nothing different. Why? There shouldn't be jealousy between them. Right? In order that you should say, look, I brought something even better. And that was the best nachat ruach of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu could not find something better. That you had 12 people coming and bringing the exact same sacrifice. Why? That there shouldn't be any jealousy. There shouldn't be anything between them. When Mila, right by the Parashat Nisim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes and he says, respect each other. What do? Immediately we're going to come and we're going to do Birkat Hailanot. Shelo chiser ba'olamot davar bo. He wants everyone to enjoy. What am I asking from you? Love each other. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants that. Okay, Hashem Yitbarach, Yarei Aleinu, He should come and He should bring to us, right, this concept, whether it's going to be that He's going to rejuvenate our hearts, that we should be able to continue growing in Torah and Yirat Shamayim, that we should have an incredible growth throughout, that every single day is like a Rosh Hodesh. Remember that. It's mamash a powerful month, that we should Be'ezrat Hashem have Refuah Shelema this month, just like we're surrounded by Refuah, and Be'ezrat Hashem we should be able to grow in Torah and Yirat Shamayim, Be'ezrat Hashem throughout.